Hey, darling, welcome to the Oma Diaries podcast. Welcome back to the Oma Diaries. This is a space for women who want to grow, heal, and become the best version of themselves. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm your host, Oma. I'm a certified life and business coach, and this podcast is my open diary where I share real-time conversations, life lessons that helps you become a better woman. If you've ever opened a diary and stared at the page like, what am I supposed to write in here? What's the first thing I'm supposed to write? Why do I even need a diary in the first place? Then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the exact thing I wrote in my diary that helped me grow, heal, and become this Oma. Before we get into it, I want to remind you something. You don't have to be a writer to own a diary. You just have to be a girl who wants to know herself better. You have to be a girl who wants to heal, who wants to become a better version of herself to own a diary. That's all the qualifications you need. Now you might be wondering, and maybe you have questions, why is writing so important? Why is writing necessary? My darling, writing is powerful. Your diary is not just a place for secrets. It's like a mirror. It helps you, hear yourself. It's more like inviting yourself to listen to yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. I was 15 years old when I started writing, when I started journaling, when I started setting goals for myself. I loved writing because I was tired of bottling things up and I did not have a big sister. So I made my diary a big sister. A diary can help you clear your head, track your growth, and you can release your emotions in a safe space or in a safe page without being judged or without being looked down on. Your diary is your bestie. You don't need to get an expensive or a fancy one. Even 200 naira notebook can work. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be expensive. What matters is what you write inside, not what the book looks like. So if you're wondering, what should I write in my diary? What's the first thing I should write in my diary? Well, here are 5 powerful things you can write in your diary. Number 1, you can write about how you feel today. You can ask yourself, how do I really feel today after the end of the day? And you have to be honest. Even though it's messy, write it. I was tired, I had a bad day, I had a good day, so someone got me pissed, everything that happened that day. Just write how you feel. Number 2, you can write what you are grateful for. You can ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Gratitude shifts energy. And if you know me, even from Instagram or TikTok, I always say celebrate your little wins and be grateful. Be grateful. You can write 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. Maybe someone gave you money, someone complimented you, something made you happy. Just write 3 to 5 things you are grateful for daily. Guess what? Number 3 is my favorite. It's your dream and goals. It's like you're living in a Dailulu land. You need to write your dreams and your goals like you're already living it. Write it like you are manifesting it. Like it's already happening. I'm becoming her. I'm becoming this. I'm becoming whatever you want to become. That's on you. But just write it like it's already happening. And then you write your goals. And under your goals, you still need action plan. Very important. How do I achieve this goal? How do I achieve this goal? You write it. Let's say you want to lose weight. And your goal is to lose weight, and then you need to go to the gym. Now, how often are you supposed to go to the gym? How often do you want to be going to the gym? What kind of workouts do you intend doing? How many times in a week do you want to go to the gym? How can you make this, like going to the gym, a habit? Do you understand? That's your action plan. Number 4, you can write about what is bothering you and why. Like ask yourself, what is bothering me and why is it bothering me? Maybe something happened during the day. Maybe you got into an argument with a friend, and maybe you don't like the way you reacted. Maybe you could have reacted differently. You write it down. I don't like the way I shouted at her. I blew out of proportion. I wish I could, take back the hands of time. This is how I would react. Does that make sense? Exactly. And if maybe something else is bothering you, you don't need to hold back. Write it. Say it in that book. Say it as it is. Say it the way you feel. When you're writing about what is bothering you and why, don't lie. Don't hold yourself back. Write it as it is. What is bothering you and why it's bothering you, anything at all. And then after that, you ask yourself one question, which is, what do I need right now? What do I need to do right now? What can I do about this thing bothering me right now? Trust me, it works. And the last but not the least is your affirmations. Like, I'm supposed to tell you my affirmation, but I can't. I can't because it's funny and it's very serious at the same time. I don't say things like I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, my shape is nice and all that. Every morning I look into the mirror and I say one thing. I'm Oma. That's it. That's all. I'm Oma. If there's anything to say, it's under I am Oma. That's it. If there's one thing I would advise you to do is to speak power into the pages. I am not behind. I am confident. I will make it. I am, just say good things to yourself. If you can say negative things to yourself, say good things to yourself in your diary. Now, this is how you can make writing a habit. The first thing I advise you to do is to pick a time. What time do you want to be writing? Is it in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening? Personally, I love writing at night. When I'm back, I'm done with my skincare and I want to go to bed. Then I bring out my diary. This is my diary actually. I bring out my diary and I write everything I said you should write if you're starting out a diary for the first time. So if morning is convenient for you, it's okay. If afternoon is convenient for you, it's okay. 5 to 10 minutes is all you need. If you can scroll Instagram and scroll TikTok to watch videos morning till night, then definitely you can write in your diary. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. That's all. 5. Secondly, if you're a busy person, you can start with 2 or 3 sentences. If you want to own a diary and you really want to change your life, then you need to be consistent with it. A diary is not something you write today and you don't write tomorrow. Let me tell you a touching story. So before I became a life coach, I had a session with a client and she was so shy. She was so closed up. She couldn't open up to me, and I felt maybe what she was going through is something she doesn't want anybody to know. And it's fine, I'm okay with it. And as a coach in training, then I told her, get a diary. That thing you don't want to tell me, write down for diary. She did that, and when she came back to me, she said she cried while writing. That's the connection you get with your diary, and I know that feeling. You will cry. It will be like you're reporting to God. Do you get? And then the beautiful thing about having a diary, owning a diary, and actually being consistent with it is you can always go back to read how you felt that day. You just feel it. If it's a happy memory, you feel so happy. If it's something sad, you feel it. It works like magic. No matter how you feel that day, whether you're sad or you're happy, your feelings are valid. They are very, very much valid. So write like you are in your feeling, because when you're going back to read, you get what you wrote. Like I said, it's like a mirror. Your diary is like a mirror. Now you know what to write in a diary, you know how to make it a habit, but let's make it fun. Let's make it engaging. Let's make it fulfilling. At the end of the week, I write down 5 things. I call them my overall feelings at the end of the week. You can do it at the end of the month, but I prefer weekly because it's still fresh. I know how I feel. Do you get? And I can combine them at the end of the month, and you know what I'm saying, right? The first one is, what are you proud of this week? What am I proud of this week? Number 2, I ask myself, what's holding you back and how do you intend releasing yourself from that cage? I remember the one time I lost a brand deal. I was so sad. I needed to know the reason I lost that brand deal. So I wrote it down and I figured out the problem because I wrote it down and I was able to release what was holding me back. That was how I solved that problem. The third one is, if my future self could talk to me, what would she say? And the fourth one is, am I really on track? This brings me back to the beginning every single time. Every week I ask myself, am I really on track? What I did this week, am I really following my goals and my action plan? Is it aligning with who I want to become? That's what you ask yourself at the end of every week. And the last but not the least is, what kind of woman am I becoming? A very strong and powerful question that if you don't calm down to think about it, you might not even know what to say. Some of you can't even visualize the kind of person you're becoming. So if you can't visualize it, at least you can write it down. If you want to start your self-growth journey, you want to become a better version of yourself, then a diary is compulsory. It's necessary. It's very essential. You need it. You do. Trust me, my darling. You honestly do. So get one and start writing today. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and share with another woman who needs to start writing, because writing is so powerful. And if you just got a diary for the first time, please comment what you'll be writing in your diary tonight. I want to know. If you want to book a session with me, you can click the link in my bio. I'm at your service, my darling. You're welcome to the Oma Diaries, where we grow, heal, and become the best version of ourselves. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, darling.